Bird broadcast number 0.
Okay, this is Uncle Bert Lamb saying hello from Beastburg. We're broadcasting from planet Darkstar today to your planet Earth. We want to thank you for sending Earth songs to us in musical notation format and for making them show up as screensavers on our idle computers. This Darkstar Journal show is a sort of return gift from our little group. On Darkstar, it is 3215, the 8th month, August, and the 5th day. Tonight, Saturday night, our beloved granddaughter, Ellie Ram, wasn't with us for supper. Ellie was out helping her friend Beverly and Beverly's parents do their annual stocktake at Toucan's Fancy Goods grocery store up on Clark Street. Ellie's robot, Arnett, was also gone, visiting Einstadt for a couple of weeks while he runs tests on her. So for tonight, it was just going to be Rosabella and Acrylic and me around the kitchen table. We ate the first corn of the season out of Rosabella's garden and a potato salad with new potatoes. After supper, while enjoying a hot breeze from the window and drinking iced mint tea, I figured now was the time to bring up the fact that Acrylic has been lying to us for years about her long-term writing project, her supposed novel. I had hardly believed it when Einstadt informed me at the archive that Acrylic's novel isn't a novel at all, but a sort of top-secret exposé of the business dealings of her ex-husband, Felix Ram. It tells the inside story of Warmongrel, the pushy armament megacorporation who bought out Felix's old family business, Ramsgate Industries, in what seemed at the time like a hostile takeover. Warmongrel in the Boar Island Group is a member of the Big Seven. This group of megacorporations claim they are creating the world's first ultimate supply chain. I had talked privately to Rosabella about all this in bed last night, so she was in the picture. Now I faced Acrylic and said, "I hear that the book you have been working on for so long is actually a study of Felix's Boar Island Group." "So Einstadt told you about it?" "Yes, he did," I replied. "In fact, it was the first really intimate conversation I ever had with him. He knew more than I did about our family's intimate doings." "I knew he'd tell you," said Acrylic. "There's nothing like attempted world domination to get people spreading dangerous secrets. Gossip has been my greatest fear. In fact, this has seemed like a secret that I could only keep if I kept it entirely to myself. I'm sorry about all the lies I've told about my work over these many years. I told Einstadt the truth because he already knew, as our Internet administrator, what searches I've been making online at the archive. He followed my trail and saw the same appalling things I've seen. And now the old cat's out of the bag. Only with us, Acrylic. Just your mum and me. I don't know who else he'll tell. Oh, if he's told you, he'll tell the Jackster board all right. The Boar Island Group is becoming a central threat to the Jackster Company as well as to everybody else, and now that Einstadt knows someone on the staff is an authority on all their secret doings, he'll tell Agnes Fox privately and the word will spread through one of her girls. If Einstadt had had any friendly relations with the Jackster board, he'd be telling them himself. But, broke in Rosabella, no one outside of the board needs to find out about all this. "No, Ma, this is too big. Somebody will blab," said Acrylic, "and I guess I'll have to tell Ellie. I've been dreading that the most. She'll start by believing that I have been some sicko ex-wife to her poor innocent dad, obsessively stalking her kid's father online. And then Ellie will want to know all the dark things I've found out about him. How can I be open with her? Her father is a world-class creep." "Why did you do it, sweetie?" asked Rosabella. "Why did you get so deep in?" "I don't know," said Acrylic, looking distraught. "It all just evolved. I'd worked for years at Ramsgate with Felix. Then, after the divorce, I got interested in how a little middle-sized corporation like that, rooted in the hardware business, would react to being suddenly taken over by the biggest arms supplier in the world, by Warmongrel. I got this idea for a story, a whole plot set in that world, and I thought, just while recovering from my divorce, that I'd write a novel. Then I found Ramsgate wasn't taken over in a hostile takeover. Felix was in on it from the beginning. It was some big ambitious deal for himself. And the next thing I knew, there he was, a vice president of the world's first super conglomerate, parading himself around on TV, doing interviews like he's Captain Hot Stuff. The thing is, if my secret comes out, the Boar Island group will get Felix or their goons to come after me. They'll try to destroy all of us. I'm terrified. What can the two of us do to help? Rosabella asked her. For starters, you cannot get too mad at me for keeping this a secret, and you can try to forgive me for dragging you into such a dangerous place. If this is all true, I said, the trouble for everyone on the planet is just around the corner anyway, and maybe you've bought us a little time. Secrets are the Jackster Board's specialty, and knowing about this may prove to be a good thing. Let's just relax, face this together, and promise not to keep any more big secrets from each other. I'll promise that, said Acrylic. Anyway, I know they aren't ready to reveal themselves yet. The three of us sat together quietly. We almost never talk about Felix Ram. Rosabella hates him. Our assumption has been that Felix completely cut us out of his life. Once a year, when he's in town, he'll take Ellie out to dinner, but that's it. I think you've been very brave, said Rosabella, taking Acrylic's hand in hers. And I think eventually Ellie will also think that you've been very brave. Thanks, but I'm not counting on it, said Acrylic. But she gave her mother a sweet smile and a squeeze of the hand. I suggest we have a little music, I said. A new ghosty song from planet Earth just showed up on a computer in Hamsterhead, and Bob Robin has shared it around. Shall I play it on the jackhammer? We repaired to the sitting room, and I sat at the keyboard with Acrylic and Rosabella standing by me. The lyric will need changes because it's about a mysterious place called Carolina, I told them. And Aladdin's lamp means nothing, but otherwise it works a treat. Here it is. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. No one could be sweeter than my sweetheart when I meet her in the morning. Where the morning glories twine around the door, whispering pretty stories I long to hear once more. Strolling with my girlie where the dew is pearly early in the morning. Butterflies all flutter up and kiss each little buttercup at dawning. If I had Aladdin's lamp for only a day, I'd make a wish and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. When I had done singing the song, Rosabella clapped her hands and said, I love the butterflies kissing the buttercups. Acrylic, I said, you're looking much better. Thanks, Papa, she said, and kissed me.